Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our top story this evening, local candidates battle for a handful of commission seats around the Suncoast, and the results are in. First, the big race for 2 at-large seats on the Sarasota City Commission. The top 3 candidates, Jen Ahern Koch, Hagen Brody, and Martin Hyde, will advance to a runoff election. Commissioner at-large Susan Chapman will not stay in her current role on the City of Sarasota Commission. She comes in 4th place tonight. You can see the percentage results on your screen. She was behind by just a few dozen votes. In the City of Northport, Jill Luke and Pete Emmerich will square off in a May runoff for seat 4 on the Northport board. 2 open commission seats in the town of Longboat Key. For District 4 seat, Jack Daly winning 67% of the vote over Larry Grossman with 33%. 1 at-large seat in Longboat Key, Jim Brown winning with 59% of the vote over Gene Gillespie coming in at 41%. And finally, 2 referendums on Longboat Key. Voters denied building residential development on Gulf of Mexico Drive. And also on Gulf of Mexico Drive, voters vote against increasing development density at the Colony property with 87% voting no. And while these races were contentious, these municipal elections tend to have quite a low voter turnout. ABC 7's Kate Flexter has been following this election all night, and she joins us with a look at that turnout. Kate.
Thanks, Haley. That turnout tends to fall below 20% for these municipal elections, and this year was no different for the City of Sarasota.
It was all eyes on Sarasota's 2 at-large city commission seats, with 8 candidates all vying for the spots.
I think the takeaway here is that the youth vote carried. The 2 youngest candidates were the 2 top vote getters.
Vice Chairman of Sarasota's Democratic Party, Kevin Griffith, says incumbents tend not to do well in the City of Sarasota, voters often choosing new candidates, a point only punctuated by current City Commissioner Susan Chapman's loss.
We have a very educated electorate, and once you take a position, they want to know where you stand, and if you're not with them, then they'll bring in someone new.
But this year, like many municipal elections, few voters participated. Eric Arroyo, president of Sarasota's Young Republicans, says that's a frustrating trend.
This is your opportunity to make the vote count, because, 50 people, 10 people can make a difference in this election.
Participating in these municipal elections, says Arroyo, can make all the difference.
They affect you immediately, they affect you directly, and they affect you exponentially more than the presidential elections, because these things are happening right in your backyard.
That's why he hopes to see the City of Sarasota move these elections from March to August, adding it would boost voter turnout and drive participation.
If you want a higher voter turnout and you want to be a true democracy and get elected by the most popular candidate of the people, you would move that election to when most people vote.
The 3 finalists for those 2 seats on Sarasota's City Commission will face off again in May. Haley?
Thank you, Kate. The White House releasing some information that's been in high demand tonight. The White House said today President Donald Trump earned more than $150 million in income and paid $38 million in taxes in 2005, even after taking into account large-scale depreciation for construction. The White House put the information out tonight ahead of an MSNBC report. A White House official said the $38 million was in addition to paying tens of millions of dollars in other taxes, such as sales and excise taxes and employment taxes. A major nor'easter is still slamming parts of the country tonight. For millions of Americans, the snow has stopped, but the dangers remain. Freezing temperatures are still causing major travel issues. ABC's Maggie Rulli is in New York City with more.
Blizzard conditions blast the Northeast. Heavy snowfall dumping down up to 4 inches an hour in some places. In Utica, New York, this time-lapse shows cars quickly turning into lumps of white. Freezing rain and ice turn roads treacherous. This semi jackknifed in Boston, swinging across lanes of traffic. Even after the snow stops, authorities are still asking the tens of millions of Americans in the region to stay home.
Very, very important that people stay in to the maximum extent possible.
Most of the major cities got less accumulation than expected, but they did get walloped with a sloppy mix of sleet and snow. Now, temperatures are dropping, refreezing the roads.
It's really imperative that we get the roads cleared so that way you guys can get on with your lives.
Other dangers from the storms, high winds, gusting up to nearly 80 miles per hour, whipping the Massachusetts coastline. This wind turbine in Rhode Island snapped in half. In Pennsylvania, first responders banded together, escorting a 23-year-old toddler to a hospital for a heart transplant. Now, major airports are struggling to get back up and running, easing backups all across the country after canceling more than 6,000 flights.
Sleep here all night because the flight was canceled.
But not everyone is hating the day off. We met up with a few kids in New York City Central Park.
The snow is pretty compact, so it's good for building snowballs.
It is still freezing here in New York City and snow still piled on top of cars. But guys, believe it or not, we are just 6 days away from spring. So hopefully some warmth right around the corner. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, New York.
Crews from Florida are in New York helping restore the power in the city. Florida Power and Light is deploying 320 employees and contractors to New York to help with this nor'easter. FPL crews are helping local crews in their efforts to restore service following heavy snow and high winds. This isn't the first time out-of-state crews are helping one another. Utility workers played a critical role in restoring service to 1.2 million FPL customers following Hurricane Matthew in October. Crews from as far away as Texas helped FPL restore service to 98% of its customers within 2 days. They always do pitch in to help each other. Now let's head over to Bob and get a check on our cooler weather.
Well, that same storm system, the nor'easter we're talking about, causing all sorts of headaches over the Northeast as far as travel is concerned, is also the same storm system that brought us the 2 tornadoes into Charlotte County, causing damage there and knocking that tree over in Osprey as well. Our winds are still strong behind that front. They're coming out of the northwest, up to 24 miles an hour at Anna Maria, 20 at Siesta Key. These are sustained winds, gusting as high as 30 miles an hour at this time. So a very windy evening and a breezy overnight, too. We're expecting these winds to stay fairly strong. And with temperatures dropping down to the 40s, the wind chills will be into the lower 40s to start things off tomorrow. I mentioned those winds. The wind forecast still calling winds out of the north anywhere from 15 to 20 miles, as you see right here depicted by this graphic throughout the day tomorrow, for that matter. There are advisories in effect, a freeze warning for much of Georgia, a freeze watch for much of central and north central Florida, extending all the way down to near Orlando, and a small craft advisory is in effect for coastal waters here. On top of that, a high rip current advisory as well for area beaches. More in our forecast coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Governor Rick Scott is fighting to keep jobs in 2 state agencies. Just last week, the CEO of the marketing agency Enterprise Florida resigned. Then the Florida House voted to repeal the entire Enterprise Florida agency. Today, Governor Scott is rallying to keep Enterprise Florida and the state's tourism agency Visit Florida afloat in the state. Governor Scott is expected to veto the House's vote. It will then depend on whether the House can garner enough support to override that veto. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, the Marine Corps commandant grilled by senators about a nude photo scandal. And how women are rallying in Tallahassee for equal pay in the workplace.
Across America with Mega Jackpots, it's Mega Millions.
Good evening, I'm Renee Miller. It's Tuesday, March 14th, and tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is an estimated annuitized $119 million. To win the jackpot, you must match all 5 white balls plus the gold mega ball. So are you ready to become a millionaire? Here's our first number tonight. It is number 16, followed by our next number, which is 59. Up next, we have number 33. Up next is number 28, and the final number is number 23, and the gold mega ball is number 13. Again, the numbers are 16, 59, 33, 28, 23, and the gold mega ball is 13. Now, if no one matches all 6 numbers, Friday's jackpot is $131 million.
I'm Alan Cohn. The votes are in. We'll recap the results of Sarasota County's municipal election and show you where the races go from here.
Tomorrow on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
wonder.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Well, Bob, totally different scene up north.
Yeah.
We're hearing our producer's family, they had snow days. They're having more snow days tomorrow.
Right.
So.
And then a freeze for Florida.
Right. Can you believe it?
Yeah, it's
in
pretty
March?
I was out at the Van Wezel tonight. I went and saw the second half of Annie. I couldn't see the first half. I was doing the 8th. But my wife was there with my daughter and a couple of friends watching Annie, and Bill Galvano, the state senator of Florida, his daughter's in it. So she attends the same school as my daughter. So it was nice to see them all there. We saw them all there. Watching an excellent second half. I heard the first half was good
too. It was great too.
Kind of windy out there. Viewer photos checking in right now. It looks some clouds around earlier. Norm sending that photo in. And then Fred Seeger, yes, getting this one. Fred always sending some great shots of the sun right there peering through the clouds, creating that beautiful picturesque shot there from Casey Key. Van Wezel webcam showing generally cloudy skies coming in from the afternoon. That's a stratocumulus clouds. What happens is the cold air coming over across the Gulf of Mexico picks up the moisture there and creates these low clouds around, and we're seeing that again tonight. Here's what we're looking at. The snow still winding down in upstate New York and into the northeast. Maine had a lot of snow earlier. That's starting to wind down as well. Vermont, New Hampshire, just a few snow showers still remaining with this nor'easter. The associated cold front with that storm all the way down into the Straits of Florida now. And behind it, some very cold air. I mentioned the freeze warning out now and freeze watch for north central Florida. You can see that all the way down to near Tampa. Freezing temperatures are anticipated. Not tonight, but tomorrow night and Thursday morning. That'll be the coldest morning when we will see wind chill factors here below freezing in places along the Sun Coast. As far as the advisory goes for boaters, it's still there. Small craft advisory in effect until 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. The weather headlines read like this: chilly weather over the next 2 days for us, and then the wind chill I mentioned near freezing on Thursday morning, and then we'll look for warmer temperatures back into the low 70s as early as Friday afternoon. So things will switch around pretty quickly after about 48 hours of the big chill. 58 right now, the dew point 46. Winds are out of the northwest at 16. The pressure 30-11. That continues to rise, and the high today did manage to get to 68 degrees, well below the average of 76. 90 the record set back in 1964. Statewide, temperatures already into the low 40s in Jacksonville, 42 there, 55 in Orlando. It's still warm in Key West at 70 degrees, and around town temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. But even with the temperatures here, that wind is so strong out of the north and northwest and making it feel a lot colder across parts of the coastal locations especially. Low temperatures again expected to be into the upper 40s to low 50s. Highs tomorrow will only get into the low 60s up and down the coast, really around 62 degrees. There'll be plenty of sunshine, but with those strong winds blowing out of the north and northwest, you can expect wind chills tomorrow morning even into the low 40s. You can see from that steady flow of north wind that we're not going to see much in terms of any rainfall here. That north wind will keep that dry, cooler air with us right through Thursday. Eventually, high pressure will slip closer to us and bring us more of an easterly component. That happens on Friday, and then the weekend is looking absolutely spectacular. As far as temperatures go right now, it's 17 in Detroit, 21 in Chicago, 29 in the nation's capital, and 30 in Boston. Just talked to someone in Boston. They said it's a balmy 30. It's not too bad. You factor in the wind, though, it's like 17 there and 8 in Detroit, 4. That's what it feels like in Cleveland and Kansas City, even getting some of that cold air. And they're checking in at 17-degree wind chill factor. For boaters tomorrow, it starts off rough, calms down a bit in the afternoon, but still rough going out there. Choppy conditions on the bays and inland waters. The high tide at 2:50 in the morning. Low tide will be at 9:17 and sunrise at 7:38. The forecast looks like this for tonight. Cool night ahead. 48 for your low, and then for tomorrow, a cool day. 62 for a high, mostly sunny, a chilly start too, and then the extended forecast, 38 for the actual ambient air temperature on Thursday morning, but it will feel more like 32, and then we warm to 72 on Friday, and the weekend, as I said, lots of sunshine, temperatures pretty much perfect for me anyway. Haley, back to you.
Me too. Thank you, Bob. Tough questions from U.S. Senators to Marine Corps Commandant Robert Neller. He was grilled today about the growing scandal of explicit photos of female Marines being shared on social media and other websites. ABC's Danya Backus has the latest from Los Angeles.
Pressure is mounting for the U.S. Marine Corps' top brass.
Who has been held responsible? Have you actually investigated and found guilty anybody?
Today, Commandant Robert Neller pressed by the Senate Armed Services Committee on the growing controversy over shared nude photos of female Marines.
I'm responsible. I'm the commandant. I own this.
Neller acknowledging this is linked to a broader cultural problem that must be addressed.
We're going to have to change how we see ourselves and how we treat each other.
The Pentagon is investigating allegations of Marines sharing as many as thousands of nude and other photos of current and former female service members through a private Facebook group called Marines United that reportedly had tens of thousands of followers.
It is a serious problem when we have members of our military denigrating female Marines who will give their life to this country in the way they have with no response from leadership.
Yeah, I may be wrong. Pray to God I'm not. But I don't believe this is indicative of the great majority of the Marines that wear this uniform.
The Marines say so far no one has been charged. Other military branches are also looking into reports that photos of female service members were posted on additional websites. Danya Backus, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Hundreds of women are hoping to close what they deem as an unfair gender pay gap in Florida. Legislation filed earlier this year would ban employers from paying workers a different salary based on their gender when other factors like experience and set skills are the same. Supporters of the plan say women make just 87 cents for every dollar earned by a man doing the same job. The measure has not yet been taken up by any House or Senate committee.
I think it's very pervasive out there in the workplace, but you don't see as many lawsuits about it. People just continue to work, and we've got to raise the consciousness about it.
Under the measure, pay differences would still be allowed for things like expanded education and experience. Similar legislation has been filed by Democrats in previous legislative sessions to no avail. Good news for Amazon Prime subscribers. Prime is now offering free one-day shipping to customers in Sarasota and Manatee counties. Prime members shopping on Amazon can choose from more than 2 million items eligible to be shipped the same day or next day. The total purchase price must be $35 or more to be eligible. Neiman Marcus seems to be struggling like many other department stores these days. The storied high-end retailer has been going through some rough patches. In January, it called off plans for an initial public offering. Today, it announced a $120 million 3-month operating loss and 6 straight quarters of declining sales. The company says it is exploring alternatives, including selling the company. Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's a look at Tonight Show before it even happens. You will never get a ticket in this city again.
No, yeah. I don't know. It could go either way.
Well,
like a CHP could pull me over and be like, cute movie. Real cute.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
If you've ever had a bad night's sleep, call and price the new Craftmatic Legacy. It has so much more than other adjustables and still costs up to 50% less. Featuring a rising adjustable pillow rest to support your head, neck, and shoulders, bedside power plugs, under-bed night lights, and more. So call and price one today for less. Up to 50% less than Tempur-Pedic, Sleep Number, and other adjustables.
You get so much more and it still costs less. You gotta see how little they cost.
Call 1-800-774-8103. That's 1-800-774-8103. Call now.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Now, sports.
After a 3-game win streak for the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Bolts would go into today's game against the Ottawa Senators with high spirits. But the Senators looking to win their 7th straight game against the Lightning. The team facing off in Ottawa tonight. In the first, Braden Point gets the rebound and scores the goal to take the early lead. And then in the second, off the turnover, Ottawa's Tommy Wingle scores the slap shot goal, tying the game at 1. Then at the end of the third, the game is still tied, so the teams go into overtime. With just seconds left in overtime, Victor Hedman gets the steal and then gets the pass in transition from Andre Palat for the game-winning goal. Final score, Bolts win 2-1. The Bolts are heading home to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs on Thursday. It's a rare occasion that two teams are basically on home turf for a game. Today, the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Baltimore Orioles in their spring training home city. Both teams facing off at Ed Smith Stadium today. The Rays take an early lead in the first inning with 2 points and 2 runs there. And the Orioles fight to stay in the game, especially with 2 late runs, but it wasn't enough. The Rays win tonight 9-6. Congratulations to our ABC7 fan of the day. David Highfield sent in this photo of him and Connie at today's game. The couple from Maryland, so it's likely they are true Baltimore Orioles fans. But we're sure it's much nicer to watch this game in the Florida sun instead of the snowy cold up in Maryland right now. The Tampa Bay Rays, Kevin Kiermaier is spending more time with the team. ESPN Radio reports Kiermaier signed a 6-year, $50 million extension with the Rays today. He's known for his elite defense in center field, but he had a solid offensive season in 2016. He posted a career-high 12 home runs in 414 plate appearances and finished with a career-best .331 on-base percentage. For some, it's called the Big Dance. For others, March Madness, or both. The men's NCAA tournament tipped off in Dayton, Ohio. New Orleans and Mount St. Mary's facing off tonight. The Mountaineers win by just 1 point, 67-66. Kansas State and Wake Forest facing off tonight as well. Right now, there's about 4 minutes left in the second half. The Wildcats are leading 78-70. This is to play into the tournament. And then tomorrow, North Carolina Central squares off with UC Davis, and Providence battles Southern California. So we'll see how that goes. The finals, the very final 4. That's happening April 3rd in Phoenix. But as you know, we have to get through all of those tournament games before we get to the final 4, and it will be fun. That's a look at sports. We'll have our lotto numbers straight ahead.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her so I could call and thank them. And she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
When you fall and cannot get up, an accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-652-3012. That's 1-800-652-3012. Call now, 1-800-652-3012. For a free brochure, call 1-800-652-3012.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Maine. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ Sports Utility for $249 per month or 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope is boundless.
This is a kind of parade you'll probably only see in South Florida. A photographer captured an incredible moment somewhere deep in the Big Cypress Swamp. Alligators parading one after another across the roadway for about half an hour. According to Bobby Wummer, this was a never-ending train of gators of all sizes, ranging from 2 feet long to 12 feet long. Wummer lives in Palm Beach Gardens, but he travels all over the state to photograph the Sunshine State's amazing wildlife. And we do have such a wide range of amazing creatures living here in Florida.
Those gators on the move. Maybe they knew something about the weather. The cold was coming or something.
They
You know,
were
they're
like
heading
traveling.
south or something.
Maybe they were.
Got about a half mile probably as fast as they were
That's
going.
right.
Cold weather for the next couple of days.
Yeah.
Cold for Florida standards.
Yeah,
okay?
we need the sweaters and all that. Have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice: choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
With a top prize of $10 million, the new $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery is your ticket to take on the world. $10 million world-class cash scratch-off from the Florida Lottery. One of our life-changing scratch-offs offering billions in cash prizes.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
Since 2014, Addiction Hope and Helpline has answered calls for recovery and treatment 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're depressed, drinking, using drugs, or taking pills, call now and talk to someone who cares.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Most insurance covers substance abuse. You can get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call 800-622-1941. 800-622-1941.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Car experts and customers agree there's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And Subaru had the best resale value of all brands for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $209 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.